Okay, I want to be a bit brief. I would like, where's Willis? Kwanza utasema vile imekuwa, alafu nizungumze.
Thank you very much for coming. Today we came to court for the court to issue a ruling on deferment of plea taking on the proposed charges that the state are trying to illegally bring against my client Jimmy Wanjigi. And we informed the court that there are proceedings going on in the High Court, and in one of the files the High Court has stayed any further proceedings or prosecutions in relation to the proposed charges until the petition filed in the High Court is heard and determined. And we invited the court to consider that ruling, and at this stage to arrest its ruling and stay its proceedings in recognition of the High Court order. We did also inform the court that the matter in the High Court is coming up on the 19th of September, and that we can report back to court on what the position of the High Court is once it considers these matters, and the court has acquiesced to that request. So we are coming back on the 26th of September for further directions. But I must say this, it is important that we note that we are operating within the purview of the rule of law, and as opposed to acting Inspector General of Police convict MATIANG'I, we obey court orders as and when they are issued. Convict MATIANG'I is a notorious abuser of the court process. He doesn't respect court orders. He disobeyed 7 court orders. He has been convicted. He is supposed to be sentenced tomorrow. As opposed to him, as we believe in the judicial process, we submit to the courts and the authority, and we respect their orders. And you also witnessed today in court, even the state representatives who are not averse to respecting the court orders. And this should be a lesson to convict MATIANG'I. You need to report to court tomorrow to be convicted and sentenced to committee. If not committee, Kodiaga. If not Kodiaga, Manyani. And the Kenyan citizens have a responsibility to arrest you and to take you to any of those facilities in defense of our constitution. Thank you very much. That's all I have to say. We also have with us the president of Bunge la MATIANG'I, Jacaranda. Some of the members of that Bunge had also equally been illegally arrested and arraigned in court on similar issues, allegedly because they are associated with Mr. Jimmy Wanjigi. So they were arrested and they planted fake explosives on them and purported to charge them for that offense and allegedly for creating disturbance. So the president of Bunge, Jacaranda, is here and he can talk to you.
Yes, I'm called William Jahom, Bunge la MATIANG'I president, Jacaranda headquarter. So since 8888 tulikuwa tunafuata hii maneno ya serikali kunyanyasa watu, na tumeona wako na tabia zingine which are not supported by our constitution. Abduction, killing, arresting and shooting innocent Kenyans. Sahi walishika His Excellency Jimmy Wanjigi. Wakati walimshika, walimnyanyasa kwa cell. Sasa namwambia serikali waache hiyo tabia. Sisi tuko na mheshimiwa Jimmy Wanjigi bumper to bumper mpaka 2027. Thank you very much.
Asante sana. Asante sana. As my good wakili has said, we are people who obey the law. We are law-abiding citizens of this republic. And we are here attending court on trumped-up charges. These police, and let me not say, I want to say William Ruto's police, have all the time to tafuta crime on innocent people. But 71 young men and women died on the streets. I've not seen one person brought to court to account for those deaths. There are people who were found in a quarry, young women. We are told there was a man who escaped from prison. We have never seen anybody brought to this court and charged with those crimes. We have seen friends like Bob Jage and the Longton twins and several other names that have now been made public that have been abducted. Bob Jage was abducted after seeing me in Kamukunji police station, where I was actually illegally taken. And this is what, 4 or 5 weeks? 5 weeks now. 5 weeks. We have yet to know where he is. And the Longton twins, we pray for their families. The people who are committing these crimes are not before these courts. They are not charged. This is what you call embedded impunity. And that impunity is being perpetuated by one William Samoei Ruto, who has decided the Constitution is not his true north. He will not follow it. He will ignore it. He will ignore the oath that he took. This is a delinquent of the Constitution in power. And I want to tell him, as I've said over and over again, mene mene tekel, it has happened. No matter what you do, no matter what you try and do, your time to rule, to govern this country is over. It is over. And the country is coming for you, not just Jimmy. We are coming for you because you are a delinquent of our laws. It is actually a shame to imagine you as a president of this great republic. You do not represent who we are, our values, our true essence of Kenya. You do not. And because of that, know that your time and the time for honoring yourself is very soon coming to an end. Asanteni sana.
Maybe just a question before you leave. We know that there are 70 children who are missing. And you've spoken about the
Yes.
government not following up. What can you say about it?
Yes, I saw the DCI trying to respond to those claims that those are children who did not come to school. I think we know the credibility of that DCI now. Yeah? There are people who come and plant fake evidence. There are people who have been part of killing Kenyans here. I want to tell that DCI, we do not believe you. Those mothers who are crying for their children are not crying out of emptiness. Don't tell us stories. We want to know why Kenya has become the killing fields under this regime. We are the killing fields under the Ruto regime. Why are we the killing fields? One day, and that day is coming soon, you shall all answer to why you've created the killing fields of Kenya. Asanteni sana.
Left, right. Very high.
We are walking over 100 kilometers, actually 144 to mark the 100 years. And in this walk, which we have organized as alumni, we want to call people to first of all pay attention, especially those who have benefited from Nyeri High School, to come and give back. We want to prepare a resource center, over 100 million we want raised. And then also we want to also create an endowment fund for the boys who were not able to raise fees in time. Our business as alumni is to tell people that once you receive, also give back. We have worked since yesterday from Muhoho High School. Now we are headed to Nyeri High School in the next 5 days to cover the 144-kilometer walk. Why Muhoho? Because one of our key principles of Nyeri High School, Father Hilary Wabugu, was a principal of Muhoho High School before he transferred to Nyeri High School. And it's phenomenal. Some of us benefited from his great teaching, his only also a great act of kindness. We would not have school, some of us, were it not for this big person. So we are celebrating the time that this great legend also passed on 10 years ago, and we led our walk on 15th September, when it is also the day that Father Hilary Wabugu rested.
The walk is supposed to remind us two key things. First of all, it is good to ask yourself, what am I doing for my country? What am I doing for the school where I gained from? It's good to give back, because we at times find ourselves really asking, what has mommy done for me? What has my country done for me? What has the school, or what did the school do to me? And we remain fixated. But we really want to encourage not only our alumni, but Kenya in large, that it is about what you do for something that is not right or something which is right. Giving back is the whole spirit. The other thing that is really important is to tell people, just do it. A journey of 100 miles, kilometers, starts with a single step. We began from Muhoho, and the first day we found ourselves really not very, very fit. But today is the second day, and things are becoming easier and easier as we continue. It's going to be 144 kilometers, but for us, we know even by the time we get there, we shall be fully relaxed. So it's just about starting. Do not be afraid of what you have at that time. or what you do not have about that time. But the spirit to start and move on, even a journey of 100 kilometers, starts with a single step. So, my dear alumni, as we look for the resources for our school, my dear Kenyans, as we look of how to make a better Kenyan, to make a better Kenya, ask yourself, what am I doing in my small way? How am I fighting corruption in my small place, in my small house, in my small business? That is the only way that that small step will eventually blow out, and we shall have a better Kenya, a better me and you, and a better everything, because you did your portion.
And as we walk through, we also want to sensitize everyone who is there in along the route of the walk, because Nyeri High School has really done service to the community. And now it is time for us, as members of the community, to give back to Nyeri High School. As we walk to raise the money, to create an endowment fund, and to build a resource center. You realize that at the start, the school was actually built for just about 20 students. But today the school has over 1,800 students. And there are many things that are required in the school. The infrastructure, the buildings, building of capacity among the students, enabling the teachers and the administrative staff to function better. And more so that we can actually bring back the glory of Nyeri High School. So that Nyeri High School in years past was always a big academic giant, and it is still an academic giant, but we want to make it better. So for us, cukuru ucio witũ nĩguo watũtũire andũ, tondũ twathomeire kuo, o mũndũ aingĩraga Nyeri High, ũrĩ kĩmwana kĩnini, ũkaumĩra ũrĩ mũndũrũme, ũthomithĩtio wega, ũgĩte mĩtugo mĩega, ũthiĩte na mbere nginya kwĩmenya wega. Na ithuĩ ta arũme, wĩra witũ ũrĩa twĩtĩtwo nginya nĩ Ngai nĩ gũtua mũndũ ũrĩa ũngĩ mũndũ. Na tondũ cukuru ũcio no watũteithie tũgĩtuĩka andũ, rĩu nĩ kahinda gaitũ na ithuĩ kũgeria nginya kwĩheana na gũcokereria makinya maitũ kũrĩa twaumire, nĩgetha tũteithie cukuru ũcio na njĩra cia kwĩrutĩra na indo citũ cia mĩhuko, ona nyingĩ na nginya gũthiĩ mbere na gũteithĩrĩria akorwo nĩ mentorship programs cia ciana icio. Na nyingĩ makĩria tũngĩhota kũngania mbeca njega, nĩtũkũhota nginya gwaka nyũmba imwe irabatarĩkana kũu, tondũ naguo cukuru ũcio kĩambĩrĩria wathondeketwo ũrĩ wa ciana 20, no ũmũthĩ cukuru ũcio wĩna ciana 1,600, na makĩria nĩ atĩ cukuru ũcio ũkoretwo ũgĩteithia ciana ciothe mbere cia kuma Central Kenya na nyingĩ bũrũri witũ wothe wa Kenya harĩa warũma.
Na rĩu ndĩreta andũ arĩa othe mathomeire Nyeri High School, including andũ arĩa mahikirio nĩ andũ arĩa othe mathomeire Nyeri High School. You do not have to be atĩ wathomeire Nyeri High School nĩgetha ũhote kũ provide kĩndũ gĩa gwaka cukuru ĩyo. Ũkai inyuothe, rekei tũcirikiane tugerie kũrũgamĩrĩra Boy Child, tondũ Boy Child nĩ yahinyĩrĩirio mũno nĩ maica na maũndũ marĩa maingĩ ma thĩ, na rĩu no ĩkorirwo na ĩraiguĩrwo tha nĩ thĩ yenyewe, tondũ no yo ĩmĩhinyagĩrĩria, tondũ ũguo noguo tũngĩhota gũthiĩ na mbere. Ciana icio nĩ irabatara maũndũ maingĩ mũno, most especially thirikari ona yaruta mbeca iria cia free education, kũrĩ o kũndũ gũtigara gũtakabĩtwo, na no twende ona ithuĩ tũgagĩkorwo atĩrĩ harĩ kaũndũ tũngĩkorwo tũgĩciria ũhoro wa kũndũ kũu gũtigagwo. Koguo kono tũhote kuongerera kĩndũ, kũruta kĩndũ out of kĩrĩa gĩothe twekaga rĩ, tũkorwo ta kĩrĩa tũthomaga Bibilia-inĩ, harĩa andũ arĩa mahonirio ũmwe nowe wacokire rĩ gũcokia ngatho, icoka rĩ we nĩwe mũndũ ũcio ũmwe ũkocokia ngatho na kũrũgamĩrĩra thukuru ĩyo wanũ yothe yatha.
Rũciũ narĩo tũkauma harĩa hagwĩtwo Del Monte tũthiĩ kinya bũrũri wĩtagwo Mareira kũrĩa Mũrang'a. Mũthenya ũcio ũngĩ wa Thursday tũkauma Mareira tũthiĩ kũndũ gwĩtagwo Kĩrĩa-inĩ o kũrĩa mũico wa Mũrang'a. Then mũthenya ũcio wa Friday narĩo tume Kĩrĩa-inĩ tũthiĩ kinya o Nyeri. Koguo ũguo nĩguo tũbangĩte, na tũgũkorwo tũthiĩte rũgendo rwa kilomita 144. Nĩ tũrakena mũno twathiĩ na kũu tũkĩhetũka andũ matũrĩ nĩkĩ mũreka nĩ maandamano make tũkamenya nĩ gĩthomo gĩkĩ, tondũ andũ marona bendera makaririkana harĩa tũrakĩrĩha Gen Z, no rĩu tũkamenya nĩ gĩthomo na makauga ona mwana witũ arathomeire kũu. Arĩa angĩ matũrikania nĩ tũiguĩte Nyeri kũrĩ maũndũ marakĩhanĩkĩte o mwana wa kahĩĩ kiumia gĩathira, no rĩu rĩ mũmenyerere mũtigacine cia rĩu tũgagĩkena tũkauga atĩ andũ nĩ manjĩte, no rĩu rĩ tũroka kũheana mwĩhoko. Nĩ kũrahanĩkire ũndũ mũũru o Nyeri kiumia kĩrathire na nĩ mũtino, no haha tũrenda kuga atĩrĩ mwana wa kahĩĩ arĩ ona mwĩhoko, tondũ nĩ mũĩ mwana wa kahĩĩ nĩ akoretwo ahinyĩrĩirio mahinda maingĩ.
Thĩinĩ wa mĩaka 100 tũrakũngũĩra Nyeri High, harĩ mwarimũ watũthomithagia wĩtagwo Father Hilary Wambũgũ, nĩ mũtigaire, na ambĩrĩrie wĩra wake wa ũrutani kũrĩa Mũhoho, agicoka akirikiria kuria gwitu Nyeri High School kwa twacamania nake na father ucio ni atwikire wega muno aria mahetukire thiini wa moko make ona ni atwonirie uria tubatie gukorwo tugika ti undu wa ithui mundu kiumbe uria ubatie gukorwo ugika mundu uria ungi ika mundu uria ungi wega kuu kungitigira Ngai na mundu wikite mundu uria ungi wega ni atugagwo ni Ngai na njira ciake koguo turakungwira father ucio ni undu wa wira arutire ahetwo wabici ya gukorwo principal na akiruta wira ucio na njira njega riu twacoka twakiuga ati o thiini wa icera riu wokoyo no turetha mbeca ni turetha milioni 100 mbere hari mwana wa muthini kana mundu tangihota utumitwo cukuru iyo na akaremwo ni gukorwo akiriha bithi ko hari na fund endowment fund iyo ni aguteithia mwana ucio nigetha agikiremererwo akahaturwo hau guo tuga maisha ni kuinuana agatindikiririo hau hangi nigetha akira ndaraca iyo na agathie hau hangi.
I would actually call upon everyone who has benefited from Nyeri High School. This one does not only include Nyeri Highers. It also includes the affiliations of Nyeri Highers. Like the women we married, even if they were from another school because they would not have schooled in Nyeri High School, come out. If you feel that the husband you got has some benefits that you find, that husband got the benefits from Nyeri High School. So come out, have that heart to help a love buddy or maybe your partner, and to actually foster the progress of the school which molded him to be what he is today.